Hi, this is Nick Donato from the Benzinga News Desk here with Brent Slava. 2017 is shaping up to be a pretty big year for IPOs. You know, we had Snapchat's parent company, Snap Inc. IPO earlier this month, and now we have the hottest apparel IPO of the year so far coming up, Canada Goose. Can you give us a little bit more details on that, Brian?
Yeah, so we got the filing last night. We got the official F1 filing into the SEC. Canada Goose is the company. The company is going to trade on the NYSE and the Toronto Exchange under the symbol GOOS. That's Golf Oscar Sandy. The value attached to the filing was $100 million. However, sources out there, investors, they are already expecting this thing to garner about $200 or $300 million for the company. That'll put the total value of the company around $2 billion. Now, the underwriters on this issue are going to be a couple Canadian banks, CIBC and RBC, and also Credit Suisse and Goldman Sachs are going to be the main underwriters on this issue. Looking into some of the performance over the last couple of years for Canada Goose, in 2016 the company had sales of about $300 million, profited about $150 million, and over the last couple of years through 2014 the company had 40% growth in their sales, and they had about 200% growth in their net profit. So strong couple of figures there out of the company. These are some of the stats that you need to know to get involved in this issue. When it hits the market later in Q1 of 2017, there is one other thing we wanted to give you a quick heads up on. There is a little controversy surrounding Canada Goose. Nick, you're going to tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so they obviously, there's blemishes in many companies' past. This one has to do with animal cruelty. So particularly the Animal Justice Canada Legislative Fund has complained about animal cruelty and violence and welfare towards some of the furs that they attain for the lining of their coats. And you know, it's been a big deal. There's photos of it on a couple articles from the Daily Mail, and specifically Canada Goose claims that these purchases were from certified fur traders, and you know, they try to adhere to a strict policy when it comes to this. And what they've been accused of in the past is using steel leg hold traps, which are ways for the steel wiring to get around a coyote's legs.
Yep. And
you know, it causes dehydration. They die from blood loss. You know, it's kind of grim stuff, but you know, this is one of the controversies surrounding Snap right now. Remains to be seen if this is really Canada Goose. This remains to be seen if this is one of the you know, one of the things with the IPO that will really hurt it coming down the road.
Yep, just something to keep your eyes on. And keep your eyes on your Benzinga Pro feed. If you want to get more information on some of the stuff that Nick and I just talked about, go to your Benzinga Pro feed, type in ticker Golf Oscar Sandy. You can see all the information on Canada Goose we've got so far.
Thanks for watching.